Now here's Ted with Jaguar's latest and best, the XJ6.
Most people would agree that the Jaguar XJ6 is a beautiful car, but the big problem with Jags has always been their lack of power, until now. It's amazing what a new engine can do for a car. It can transform something like the Jaguar XJ6 from a ho-hum boulevard cruiser into an exciting performance sedan. The new XJ6, all 3,900 pounds of it, will hustle you from a standing start to 100 kilometers an hour in around 8 seconds, which, for a luxury four-door, ain't too shabby. And the reason for this is Jaguar's updated 4-liter Twin Cam 6-cylinder engine. At a fairly sedate 4,750 RPM, it develops 223 horsepower, which makes it one of the most powerful inline-6s on the road. Only one transmission is available, a revamped 4-speed automatic that has 2 performance settings, normal and sport. The sport setting provides quicker downshifts and more responsive throttle response. It makes a difference, and I was pleasantly surprised at the XJ6's takeoff power. It's not in the neck-snapping category, but more like an irresistible force propelling you forward faster than it seems. I'm also impressed with the 4-wheel disc anti-locking brakes that come standard on all Jags. This is a big car, yet it'll come to a stop promptly and without drama. On a lesser note, Jag has adopted a single-key locking system, which is a great idea as far as I'm concerned. And they've also spent some time on the rest of the car, completely redesigning the instrumentation, always a sore point on the older models. Of all the cars in this market, none can match the XJ6 for interior ambience. With this wonderful leather upholstery and walnut burr trim, it says class in every department. It looks great, smells great, is very comfortable, surprisingly easy to get in and out of, and has one of the brighter cockpits on today's market. A couple of small criticisms here, however. First on the list is the climate control system. As far as I'm concerned, it still qualifies as the most non-understandable system on the market. Once you figure it out, it works reasonably well, but you have to spend some time with the owner's manual first, and even then, it's still pretty confusing. Second are the seat controls. Locating them on the center console at knee level is kind of strange, as they're both hard to get at and can be accidentally activated during spirited driving. And make no mistake, the XJ6 is definitely suited to spirited driving. It may look dignified, but once it gets going, it's a match for just about anything else in this price range. I particularly like the way it handles corners. Despite its long wheelbase, it's a very tossable automobile and has superb highway manners. Jaguar's automatic ride control system can be thanked here. As you may have noticed, I really like this car and would encourage those in the market for a luxury sports sedan not to overlook it. The price for our XJ6 was $67,595, but there is an executive model which is more or less the same, but comes without a sunroof, limited slip differential, or automatic ride leveling system, and it can be had for just under $60,000. Jag's competition has remained fairly constant over the years. Basically, the other choices are the BMW 735i, Audi V8, and Mercedes 300e. Once Infiniti and Lexus come on stream, no doubt they'll be contenders as well. Good car, Tony.
It's a wonderful car. It's one of those cars you feel good as soon as you get into it. You're surrounded by all the Connolly leather. It's a wonderful sensation. You really feel as if you've spent your money well. To me, in many respects, it makes a Mercedes or a BMW, both cars I like, seem almost bland in comparison. When you come down to details, it's when you find the things one doesn't like. Although I suppose this isn't a detail. The turning circle is just enormous. It's like driving a Kenworth truck. And you mentioned the seat controls, which are bad, but also the window lift controls, which are not lit at night, are much too close to the mirror controls.
Yeah, I didn't mind the window lift controls too much because I kind of know where they are on the door pull there. But the car, what this car has, which I really cherish, is it has charm. I mean, you and I have been over this many times. Mercedes versus Jaguar. Mercedes are fine automobiles. They lack charm. And the Jaguar has reams of charm.
Well, I wouldn't say charm, I'd say character. I think the car has oodles of character. Nothing looks like this car at all. Many other cars, let's face it, you can take the new Lexus Infiniti, BMW and Mercedes, they all look very much the same. A Jaguar looks individualistic.
And also, you know, and one of those small points is when you get in the car, it smells expensive. I mean, you can get leather in a Lexus, in an Infiniti, in a Mercedes. It doesn't smell like leather. You get it at a Jaguar, it smells like leather.
Doesn't it? But that is the finest leather, and that Connolly leather is the best in the world. They use that in Rolls Royces and many other very expensive British cars, Aston Martins and so forth. And I tell you, I do love the way they've done the instruments, like in the old pattern. I hated, they went for these sort of illuminated bars, LED bars, and it was a big mistake. Everybody wanted the old traditional Jaguar panel, and it works better, doesn't it?
They also got rid of those electronic signals, the ones that were not self-canceling. These are much better. Also, the thing about the Jaguar that I really like, probably more than anything else, is the way they've stayed with the design. This is an old body style. It's been around for donkey's years, and they stayed with it, and I appreciate that. I like an old-fashioned car.
I agree, absolutely. But another thing, I think the engine, it really makes this car so much better. Jaguar's always had good look.
Waxing your car.
Do you find that no matter how much you clean and wash your car, it still seems to lack the luster and shine that you